The game's protagonist, David Llewellyn Jones, an agent working for the Institute for Geotactical Intelligence and former British SAS operator, is sent to the Carpathian Mountains to recover a set of prototype EMP chips stolen by a group of Russian mafia from a high tech US facility. After halo jumping and infiltrating a weather station via a mine shaft, Jones successfully retrieves a chip that was stolen. The researchers at IGI conclude after close examination that the chip that Jones found was actually an improved version of the stolen chip. His mission director, Philip White, having replaced an injured Rebecca Anya, then commands him to retrieve the remaining EMP chips so that IGI can launch a full scale research on the chips to determine their real usage for which they were stolen. He is then transported via helicopter to a local Russian storage facility near the Ukrainian border where a convoy carrying the chips is due to arrive. He is instructed to obtain C4 explosives from the facility and destroy the bridge on which the convoy would pass and retrieve the chips by intercepting the convoy. Afterwards, Jones is then transported to a Russian weapons production facility to get the blueprints of the chip and destroy the equipment making the chips. After he completes his objectives, he is betrayed by his helicopter pilot Robert Quest and mission director Philip White as they steal the EMP chips obtained by Jones from the IGI headquarters. Jones is forced to jump from the helicopter in which he was being carried after being held at gunpoint by Quest. He survives the jump and finds himself at the borders of Ukraine and Romania, where he is forced to evade the incoming border patrols while being ill equipped. The IGI is unable to find the whereabouts of White and Quest after this incident. After Jones recovers from his injuries and is debriefed by Senator Pat Linehan, he learns from him that the two men took years to infiltrate the IGA and gain its trust, and that White had made several weapons and military deals with Zach Preboy in Libya. Anya returns as Jones' mission director and he sets off to Libya under the orders of Senator Linehan to search for Preboy for more information on his deals with White. Preboy is in custody of the Libyan intelligence as he was supplying weapons to the rebel forces. After Jones finds Preboy, he is captured by the Libyan intelligence commander Major Zalep Said. The two are then transported to a heavily guarded Libyan prison. While they are being transported, Preboy asks Jones about his purpose of seeking him out, and Jones responds by saying that he is after his former mission director Philip White and that the IGI knows that White made weapon deals with him. Peaboy then reveals that he made a lot of deals with White and sold him advanced military equipment. His last order from Peaboy was a Russian A-90 Orleanok Ekranoplan, which was awaiting delivery on a port in Egypt. Preboy further reveals that the shipping papers of his order were in a safe in Preboy's villa, which was currently taken over by Major Said and being used as his base of operations. After rescuing Preboy and escaping from the prison in a military truck, Jones and Preboy arrive at his villa, which is crawling with Major Said's guards. After infiltrating the villa and taking care of the guards, Preboy discovers that Major Said had taken away the shipping papers from the villa. He asks Jones to retrieve his armored Kamov Ka-27 helicopter gunship along with its store of weapons from a nearby airfield currently in control by Major Said's forces. Jones agrees to help him get his goods in exchange for information on the shipment. The two men then fly to Major Said's base after dealing with and stopping the advances of reinforcement convoys and retrieve the papers after killing Major Said. Upon returning to his villa, Peabody informs Jones after inspecting the papers that the trade he made with David's former mission director was on Port Bur Safaga in Egypt and that Robert Quest would be taking delivery of the vehicle in 3 days. Jones sets off to the port with the information, where he is instructed by Anya to find the Encranoplan and a crate of stolen EMP chips. While searching the logbooks to find the Ekranoplan, Jones discovers that Quest and White were actually cooperating with an unknown country to operate the chips. He is confronted and captured by Quest in the process, who orders his men to get rid of Jones by dumping him in the sea. Jones ambushes Quest's men and kills him after a confrontation. He then leaves Egypt on the Ekranoplan to the unknown country, which is later revealed to be the Spratly Islands near China, where, according to Anya, suspicious activities are being carried out throughout the time being. Upon arriving at the islands, Jones finds his former mission director cooperating in secrecy with a Chinese general, whose identity is confirmed later to be General Wu Xing. After Jones infiltrates the General Xing's underground weapons lab, he finds out White executed by General Xing. After the two have a heated argument about Quest's whereabouts, and White accuses General Xing of killing Quest at his disdain for the matter. Anya meanwhile finds out that General Xing intends to launch an EMP cannon via a rocket into outer space in order to take out military satellites and gain control of the military network, thus setting the stage for World War III. Jones confronts General Xing at the lab and kills him after taking care of his forces. Jones then travels to a heavily guarded rocket launch pad where the rocket loaded with the cannon is ready for its launch. Anya, who is also traveling with CIA teams on board a helicopter, asks him to disable the system immediately before the launch is made. Jones succeeds in preventing the rocket from heading towards its programmed destination and to detonate somewhere safe, and CIA teams take control of the launch pad.